everybody, it's Dream Model Horses here, and in today's video I will be making a fly mask. And I will show you the process of making my own fly masks that I create, and they are very popular. Lots of people buy them, so I just decided to be making, I just wanted to make a video on how I make my fly masks, and you can also follow along if you would like to. So let's get to the materials and on how I make my fly masks and the process. So first of all, I will be using my sewing machine because I like to sew it more than glue it, but you can obviously glue it and I will show you in the process. So, but this is not, this is optional. It's not required. I guess it's your choice. You will need one color of felt and a ruler, pair of scissors, white fabric, and a fly mask template, which you can make or just, I don't know, eyeball it. Velcro and a pencil. Okay, let's begin. So what I usually do is I take an iron and I iron part of the fabric that I want so that it won't have wrinkles, because who wants a wrinkly fly mask? So if you have an iron, you should definitely do this if you are following along. But if you are using other material for the fly mask that doesn't need iron, then you can just go ahead and go on to the next step that I am going to be showing. I forgot to mention this, but a hot glue gun is needed if you are not sewing, so just for a heads up. Alright, so this is where your pencil and your template are going to come in, and ruler, and scissors. So with the template, you basically want to like put it on the fabric, wherever you want to cut it out, and you basically trace all around your template. And to go in the slits too, and I usually make 2 other ones, even though I don't know why I need to cut this some over here, but that will be later. So yeah, just basically do that. Got that? You can remove your template. So now it's a drawn fly mask on fabric. And to make the lines, you want to use your ruler and just basically have it straight and just kind of go over with your pencil to make a line. So I'm going to move my camera back a little. Next, you want to move it a little bit farther from your previous line that you just made. Make another line and keep going like so. Once you got that, you do exactly the same thing but across with the lines. And then just eyeballing it, you want to make, so these 2 slits that we had up here, these 2 lines, you basically just like want to copy exactly the same thing but down here. So measure from the top all the way down. You want to just, I don't know, it's a little hard to explain on this, but you can kind of see it where the lines connect. So because we need these to fold over itself to have it fit on the horse's face. And next you want to cut it around the lines that you made to trace for the fly mask. As you've seen, you needed to cut these the lines open, but not all the way, just to where the line ended, so that it'll be able to like fold over itself. So next we are going to be folding these tabs onto themselves. So basically, the tabs that we made, we're basically just going to fold them onto themselves and glue it right there for all 4 of the sides. When one side is ready glued, you can just cut off the excess. Like so. And it should look something like this. Taking a model horse, we see the fit on it, see if it fits tight and snug on the face, which it does. And now we can get on to making the border. So I will be using dark gray today, and to cut the strips, which we need, the width, I'm not sure how wide it's supposed to be, but I guess you can kind of tell from the camera, like it's not supposed to be super skinny or super wide, just like, I don't know, maybe maybe about half an inch. And you basically just want to cut a long strip, not too long, but maybe about I'm not too sure with my measurements, but just make it long, that's all. And the width of being half an inch, most likely. So here is one strip, and make one more. Then the next step that you want to do is basically with these two strips that you just cut out, you basically want to take two ends and pull it so that it stretches out. Like so. And then do the same with this other one. Then you can trim off the ends. Alright, the next step is to attach this on to the fly mask. Now you can hot glue this on, like basically fold it over and onto the fly mask, but instead we're going to sew it, so I will show you on how I sew this onto the fly mask. So taking your fly mask and taking the piece that we stretched out, one of the strips, you basically want to fold it on to the fly mask like that, and you want to do it all the way for the bottom piece and just sew along. And once you are done, you just want to cut it off from the sewing machine, the thread, and then just cut this extra piece off. Also, like we could have measured it to be aware it like wasn't as long, like to where it would match the fly mask and the length, but you know, it's okay. It's better to have more than less, right? So yeah, we basically just want to cut it off right over here. And then just move this piece away. And then repeat exactly the same step, but on the top. And same thing, you just want to cut it off. And after that's done, we get to do the part where it goes around the ears. So basically, it is the same thing. You want to cut a strip, but make it a little bit thinner this time. And then just a not too long of a strip, maybe about like 4 inches, or 3, I don't know, it just depends. And then you just want to cut it off like so. And then you want to pull it again, more slowly this time though. And then cut off the ends that we pulled from. And then take your fly mask, and you are going to want to glue this where you see these the eyes. I want to call them the eyepieces, but that's a little weird. Where the folds are on the top, just kind of align them, and then take the other side and do the same thing. But also you would want to measure on your horses around their ears. So I'll be right back. And you could do the same if you're following along too. All right, and once you got that, we just have 2 more steps to go, which now we got to make the Velcro. Well, to sew it on or to glue it on to the fly mask. So basically you want to put 2 sides together of the Velcro, and then you want to cut out a rectangle. Just like that, if you can see. Both sides together. And then now, just pull them apart. And we are going to be placing the rough side right on top of the, if you're looking at it this way, on the side, the left side, on top. And then with the soft side, we are going to be placing it on the right side, but on the bottom, if that makes any sense. So I will sew that and I'll be right back. And once we got that sewed or glued, the last step is to basically fray check the sides or put glue on the sides. I usually put glue, so it just makes it more sturdy and stuff, so yeah. And after that, you are done. And now you could just easily just put it on your horse and use the Velcro. Oh, sorry, this is not sitting right now. Like so. And that is how I make my famous fly masks and that is how I make my fly masks. So that's actually going to be the end of this video, and I hope that you enjoyed watching me and the process of me making a fly mask, and hopefully that you followed along too. And yeah, comment down below and like this video, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.